Hi everyone! Today we're going to be making carrot cake muffins. To make the muffins you will need the following equipment: a cupcake tin and cases, a wooden spoon, a spatula and a whisk, 2 graters, 1 coarse and 1 fine, a mixing bowl, a sieve, and a hand mixer if you have one. You will need the following ingredients to make the muffins: 250 grams of self-raising flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 220 grams of soft light brown sugar, 2 teaspoons of mixed spice, 140 ml of sunflower oil, 3 eggs, 100 grams of sultanas, 300 grams of grated carrot, and the zest of 1 orange. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is add the eggs. Just in there. And we're going to beat the eggs in the bowl. To this, we're going to add the oil. A small mix. Next, we're going to add the brown sugar. Put it all in there. Okay. So next, we're going to add the fillings. So we're going to add our grated carrot in there, 100 grams of sultanas, and I'm not going to use oil or zest of the orange. I'm going to keep some of it for the topping. Okay, I'm going to give it a good mix. Now you can actually add walnuts in at this stage if you wanted to, so now's the time to add them if you wanted to add them in. Equally, if you don't like sultanas, add raisins instead or leave them out completely if you don't like them. It's purely up to you. Okay. Next, we're going to sift in the rest of the dry ingredients. We're going to sift in the mixed spice, the flour and the baking powder. So you just pop it all into your sieve. There. We're just going to sift it in, take any lumps out. There. And just give it a nice mix. Okay, I think that's all done there. Okay, next we're going to add it to our muffin cases. I'm going to use our 2 spoons again to pop it in. So you want to get it about 2/3 full in each one, because they will rise in the oven. Start by putting a little bit into each one, and then you can top them up after. Now equally, if you could actually use a loaf tin and actually make it into a proper cake. So just line a loaf tin and pop all of the mixture into your loaf tin. And then you can make a cake instead of actually using muffin cases if you'd rather use it that way. So they're roughly the same. And there we have it. Our muffins are ready to go into the oven. So they need to go into the oven at 180 degrees for 35 to 40 minutes. To make the frosting, you will need the following: 200 grams of icing sugar, 300 grams of soft cream cheese, 70 grams of butter, and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Okay, while our muffins are in the oven, we're going to make the frosting. So for this, we're going to add our butter to the bowl. And our cream cheese together. Mix. You can actually use a whisk for this if you prefer. So we're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract and our icing sugar. Everything a good mix. Now you can add a little bit of the orange zest in as well at this stage if you want to. Okay, and that's it. Our icing is made. Okay, because the muffins are quite a wet mixture, the best way to test if they're cooked is to stick a skewer into them, and when it comes out clean, you know that they're cooked. Okay, so now we're going to put them on a wire rack to allow them to cool completely before we ice them. And that's our muffins. So we're going to let them cool and then we're going to ice them. Now that our muffins are cooled, the next thing we're going to do is ice them. So to do this, we are going to get our nice thick frosting that we've just done. I'm using a palette knife here, but you can use whatever you have handy. Normal knife will do fine. So you want to spread a good bit on the top to make it nice and thick. Just like that. Pop them on your tray there. So just do each one as best you can. If they're anything like my house, they won't last long anyway, so don't worry too much. Okay, last one there now. Now, of course, you don't have to ice them straight away. You can actually freeze them once they're made before they're iced, and they can be used as breakfast muffins, or equally you could freeze them in advance and ice them later. Yeah, and that's the last one done. There you have it. Our carrot cake muffins. Enjoy.